XRP is back, baby. It is back in full force, and money will never look the same. So, in today's video, I'm going to show you how exchanges are bringing back XRP fast and furious, and how, as you look this way at a war narrative, they're switching your whole financial system. And I truly believe, in my heart of hearts, this will be the greatest missed opportunity in your living history. My name is Coach JB. What I work to do is to make complex macro and microeconomic strategies very simple so the normal everyday person can adhere to them, right? They have made our economics very complex. They manipulated our history to get us to be workers, to learn how to memorize, to get a grade point average, to get a credit score, to be indoctrinated and enslaved to trading time for money. Well, welcome to the broken system. But it doesn't have to be your paradigm. We've helped over 7,000 people since 2020, and we will help over 1 million in the next 12 months. 2 free resources. Number 1 is my 16-page guide on exactly how I did it, from completely broke in 2019 to financial freedom in 2023, and now the generational wealth building cycle from 2024 and beyond. You can do the same thing. If I can do it, you can. Number 2 is I decided to get license insurance this year, and I built a license insurance team in all 50 states because for over 3 years, I've been protecting my wealth, and I decided to take it into my own hands and help as many people as possible see exactly how I protect my principal during these volatile times. I compound, grow, and retire tax-free. It's called Index Universal Life Infinity Banking Concept. In the description of this video or in my social media platform link, you can set up an absolutely free consultation. Don't send us any money. Those are scammers reaching out to you. We do not invest people's money. A free conversation around how we can help you with your future. Okay. So let's dive into this. So the news just keeps getting better and better and better. Now, the thing that I want to share with you guys is what makes me the richest man in the world, truly, is my relationship with God. So I don't care if this turns people off on my videos. That's why I built my own ecosystems. I'm not sponsored by anybody. Everything I talk about is something I own, or I'm the co-founder of, or I am the CEO of. Nothing I talk about is not something that's part of my own ecosystem. I build my own ecosystem because when I talked about God and my relationship with Jesus in corporate America, there was 2 things they told me not to talk about: God, politics, and they also wrote me up for talking about the pineal gland. Go figure. Go figure. In the banking system, I'll never forget that moment. I got a call from HR and my boss, and they said, "Why are you talking about the pineal gland on a conference call?" I said, "No, don't worry about it. I won't talk about it ever again." And I said, "F you to the system." And I left the banking system and started my own ecosystem. Well, thank God that worked out pretty well. Now here we are. So my relationship with God, I don't go to a church. I don't prescribe to a religion. I love God with all my heart. I love humanity as I love God. I treat others as I want to be treated. And I pull the log out of my eye before I pull the straw to yours. Pretty simple concepts. Pretty simple concepts. It has nothing to do with what I'm about to talk about today. But you here came to talk about crypto and how you can get rich in crypto, but I'm trying to teach you how to get really wealthy. All right, so let's dive right into this. So this came out on Twitter from CEXIO. Ripple is back, baby. XRP is once again available to our US-based users. Enjoy complete buy and sell, convert, deposits, withdrawals, and services with Ripple XRP across our product ecosystem. Guys, everybody's bringing them back. Remember, Ripple is the only one with regulatory clarity. They're the only ones, guys. They're the only ones with regulatory clarity. Okay. So this keeps coming out from Forbes. They keep putting this almost like the same headline keeps coming out. It's interesting. But November 15, 2023, very important. Sudden BlackRock breakthrough predicted to trigger huge 25 trillion Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and crypto price earthquake. It's almost like predictive programming, right? This is true, guys. When these Bitcoin ETFs and these Ethereum ETFs sit there, I'm going to show you in just a moment. And with what Kathy Wood's about to say at the end of this video, hang until the end of this video, guys, there's going to be a flood of institutional investors coming in. And that's what we've been waiting for, guys. All these YouTubers telling you this price of guys, it's all about institutional adoption. It's all about regulation. We're getting regulatory clarity by the end of this year. The BIS told the G20 we would have regulatory clarity by the end of this year. We're going to go into 2024 with some regulatory clarity, and institutions are going to start to adopt it. And you are going to see some massive price appreciation. You're also going to see an absolute collapse of most cryptocurrencies. That is a fact. We've been teaching that to our team since 2020. Okay. So we know there's going to be an earthquake of abundance coming in. You got to be ready with an exit plan. And that's why we share with you Merlin, what we created. Okay. So the next thing that is coming up, and you're just seeing it, there's just so much focus on this now, right? Cryptocurrency was a fraud. Now everybody's focused on it. They're trying to figure it out. They have to, family. Everything needs to be tokenized. The old archaic banking system is not working anymore. Okay. It's time to let the wool off your eyes and say, okay, listen, how can I get involved? And at the end of this video, I'll share with you exactly what I do, as I do every single video. I want to make sure that you have informed. Actually, all I'm speaking from is my paradigm. So it's not financial advice. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. It's worked for me. I don't know if it'll work for you. Okay. US lawmakers urged Treasury to revise proposed crypto tax rules. Chairman of the House Financial Services Committee, Patrick McHenry, and Congressman Ritchie led a group of 9 lawmakers in this effort. So now it's the biggest conversation now, right? Jamie Dimon, Larry Fink, 2017 told us cryptocurrency is a fraud. And now it's the biggest subject ever. They're just trying to figure out, remember, first they resist it, then they sue it. Repeat after me. Then they regulate it, then they join it. It's an exact system every single time. Okay, so this came out yesterday, November 16th, 2023. BlackRock files for spot Ethereum ETF to further crypto push. It's like, it just keeps, guys, remember, BlackRock is the largest asset manager in the world. Jamie Dimon and Larry Fink are the president and CEO of this country, guys. They are the largest financial institutions in the world. You really think that if BlackRock is pushing for this, you really think BlackRock, Larry Fink being on the board of trustees for the World Economic Forum, you really think that that's not going to go through? And then the number two in line is ARK Investment, which I'm going to show you, which is Kathy Woods. Guys, this is going to be massive. You have to be non-emotional and you have to have an exit plan, because when everybody finally believes about crypto and comes rushing in, we're all going to be pulling our profits, guys. That's how we became rich, and that's how we're going to become wealthy. And then we're going to secure it, and it's going to go from generation to generation. Okay. This is not get rich quick. This is get wealthy for sure by understanding how money flows through the system. All right. Some more news came out yesterday on November 16th. 2023, JP Morgan Chase, Simons, and FedEx show that blockchain finance is more than just a buzzword, guys. Everybody, FedEx, McDonald's, Walmart, Amazon, everything's going to be tokenized, guys. Everything's going to be on a blockchain. Everything's going to move through the system. That's why I'm so bullish on cryptocurrency, but also I'm diversified outside, because I want to make sure that this isn't a flash in a pan for me and my family, that this is absolute financial freedom, spiritual freedom, mental freedom. Okay. So we're going to end with one of my favorite investors, Kathy Woods. We're going to watch this video. Just so many exciting things. This came out one day ago. Kathy Woods, odds of a spot Bitcoin ETF approval have gone up. So every day the news keeps getting better and better and better. Buckle up.
This is the first global, digital, private, rules-based monetary system in history. It's a very big idea. When we wrote the paper in collaboration.
So I want you to think about what she just said. Rules-based, okay, clarity, but they're telling you the opposite in the news. They're telling you that it's used for money laundering, guys. Cash. I mean, come on. It is clarity. It's on the blockchain. It can all be tracked, guys. That's why they're telling you that. They want you to look the other way so you don't get involved in this, so that they don't lose sight of the 1%. So the 1% doesn't expand to the 5% and the 10%. The 1% always wants to control 97% of the wealth.
With Art Laffer, you know Art Laffer, supply side economics, Laffer curve. He said, I've been waiting for this since they closed the gold window in 1971.
Amen.
So he's been waiting 50 years for this, right?
Ironic, 50 years, guys. The Jubilee.
And he's so excited about everything
Me
crypto,
too.
But especially Bitcoin, because he believes, and it is true, monetary policy around the world is unhinged. It's not hinged to anything except human decision-making.
That statement right there. Monetary policy is completely unhinged except to human decision-making. And do you trust the humans that are running our countries? Honestly? Why do you think I secure my wealth, guys, in Tier 1 Capital Insurance? It's unhinged, guys. There's nothing attached. That's why they don't want it as well. Some of these elites, right? Most of them know what's going on, but some of them are like, dude, They're going to figure out our game. All this stuff's going to be on the blockchain. They're going to figure out that we're scamming them.
And this is going to put discipline, rigor back into
these particular products you're talking
well,
about.
Bitcoin is the monetary system is Bitcoin, and so yes, why now for these? We've been working with 21 shares since I met Ophelia at an ETF confab in 2008 and 18. They had really just started their business, and I said, you know, we want to move towards crypto. You are completely crypto. They were focused on the infrastructure, the regulations, really blazing a trail. They had to invent things in order to make this happen. And we knew that was not our core competency. And so we did start talking. Our core competency is research on disruptive innovation. And they do research. They do deep technical research on the market. Our research is on the disruptive innovation that it represents. And we've just been coming together for 5 years. It was a natural for us to come together. They are, or 21 Shares is the largest crypto ETP provider in the world, $1.5 billion. They have 35 different funds, most of them in Europe, in and around Europe. They were looking for a US entree, and we were looking for infrastructure, and, you know, we're just delighted to be partnering with them, given how much groundwork they had to lay for this to happen.
Okay, so she just goes into the ETFs again, which we keep hearing repeatedly over and over again. Guys, a Bitcoin ETF's coming, Ethereum ETF's coming. Who knows? Who knows? An XRP ETF, who knows, guys? But what we do know is our current paradigm, right? We've stuck it out, guys. I know we got a lot of friends here. I don't like the word followers. You're my friends because I meet you guys and it's like a damn mirror. I love you guys so much. So my friends here, we've been holding on like a tick on a dog since 2020. But there's many of you that are still watching this. There's many of you, thousands of people watch these videos per week. We get millions of views per year on our videos, guys. And probably about 10% of you have activated. Honestly, be honest with yourself. What is your spending habits right now? Let's have an honest conversation. Like, have you reduced your spending? Do you still have 2 cars? Do you have a house you can't afford to impress people you don't like? Or are you really going to buckle down and take advantage of the opportunity? Guys, I'm the most unlikely character to be here right now. I was on my parents' couch in 2019 to 2020. I'd lost everything. I kept my crypto portfolio. I used the Gary Vee strategy. I created money out of nothing. I started flipping vacuums and going on Facebook Marketplace, and I turned 10,000 into 6 figures. And then I just started to study how money moves through the system. I stopped listening to broke people and taking advice from them. When they'd give me wise counsel, I looked at it and said, is this wise? You don't even have any money in your bank account. You're telling me crypto's a fraud? And I started to study billionaires and multimillionaires, not millionaires. Millionaires try to impress you. Multimillionaires start to understand how to build an ecosystem. And they start to diversify, and billionaires work to protect and compound and make legacy wealth. There's different phases to the game, guys. So I'm operating like the multimillionaires and the billionaires. That's the game that I'm playing. And you can do the same thing. I did it. I operated like that at a small level, and it keeps expanding every single year. And I've been super honest with you about my earned income, guys. I speak it into existence. I'm not afraid to boldly speak things into existence, because when you believe in your heart, you think in your mind will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes your unconscious activities. This is unconscious for me now. So I built a whole ecosystem, my businesses, my finances, off of building generational wealth, freedom of time, and a relationship with God. Simple. I'm the richest man in the world, and I'll continue to say that. But you can do that as well, family. So cryptocurrency is a very speculative asset that I'm invested in. I have a strict exit plan. Reach you, Merlin. It's 30 days for free in our bio here. You set up an exit plan, okay? When the money goes parabolic, you start exiting, guys. Get out. Get out. Pay your taxes to Uncle Sam. The next level paradigm, I told you I'm heading into trust. I'll figure out that part when I get there. I don't have education on that now. Then I'll be putting into max funding my policies, my index universal life. That way I can borrow against my policies tax-free to buy more assets. We're going into vertical real estate, apartment complexes, things like that next year. We're doing 506Bs. We're going to get more precious metals. We're going to continue to expand and go deeper into our businesses and increase our income every quarter. And I'm going to go deeper in my relationship with God, because if everything disappears, that is the one thing that makes me the wealthiest man in the world. Money is magnetism. Money is energy. Money is vibration. Money is a frequency. And if they can keep you in fear of a guy in the sky to strike you down with lightning if you're a sinner, fear that you'll never be able to pay your bills, fear that the sky is falling, then they keep you in a low vibration and you'll never be able to attract wealth. Remember, the key is to raise your vibration, come up into your heart, connect your mind and your heart, connect to the field that it already exists, and operate in faith. And then transition to knowing. Warriors, let's get your shit together. Let's go. Love you guys. Everything you need is in the description of this video or in my social media platform. We'll talk to you soon.